everybody, and now live from beautiful downtown Stanton, California, Orange County Championship Wrestling proudly presents its flagship show, the Royal Ramble. At the table tonight is owner-operator of Gold Coast Federation, Joseph Saint, the OCCW Wildcard Champion, Jack Bruce Davidson, and now here's your host, the eloquent emperor of our eclectic emporium of egregious eccentrics and extreme enterprising elementals, Mr. Jonathan Malice.
Egads, much thanks, and the man behind the voice behind the man, the face that looks best when it's off screen. He is the icon of lexiconography, the voice of voices, Mr. Lex Icon, and this is the Royal Ramble, Orange County Championship Wrestling's flagship show on its flagship station, the Free Admission Channel. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I want to greet my good friend once again, the ever-present, always exciting, never dull, Mr. Joseph Saint. How are you, Joe?
I am doing better than ever. Thank you for having me. And by the way, that's sole owner and operator, if we're counting, if you were here for our last event, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but the only man that makes the decisions anymore in GCF, that's Joseph Saint. So thank you for having me.
I wanted to ask you specifically how you, because I've been in awe of what you've been able to accomplish with your streaming service. Is that right to call it a streaming
Absolutely.
service? Okay. Now, your first show that you streamed was
that's about a year ago. I want to say
in the midst of the pandemic.
Separation Anxiety, I think, was the name of that
Separation
one.
Anxiety, and then you streamed a second one?
We streamed a second one. I have to go look at the history books, but yeah, I know we're about 4 streams in at this point.
Okay, so now you managed to turn a profit on each one, and I was shocked. I was like, I remember talking with my brother. Hey, they're great guys. I hope it works out. I don't know how they're gonna make any money doing it, but they're gonna do it, right? And then when you told me you're turning a profit, I'm like, so how does that work exactly? So tell me, this last one, Maximum Carnage, shot here at the Palace of Malice. What are the early numbers and returns looking like that? Someone turn off your phone.
John,
please.
Don't yell at the interns.
We're hearing some noise there.
Do not yell at the interns.
Making sure it's not me, that it's not my phone.
Goddamn interns.
Sorry.
Now then, streaming. Maximum Carnage, actually, this was the first time we did not stream live. What's going to happen is we're bringing it to you a week from Saturday, I believe. We are currently rough cutting the footage. We shot in Ultra K with 4 different cameras. This was the most intense they've ever shot this show, which means it takes a little longer. So Maximum Carnage will be delivered to you in the coming week. I can't give a set day because they might surprise you and do this weekend, but I can't quite say yet. However, it will be delivered to you via our stream. As usual, I'll post that on Facebook and Instagram. But up until this point, our shows have been highly successful streamed. The whole point of that is to go slow and steady, and you eventually see the profit return. I've had many people reach out that weren't there live, which if you weren't, shame on you, because you missed out on a hell of a show. So much so that I can't even show you footage yet. You're going to have to pay for it. I might show you the ending, because that was my favorite part. But stay tuned, as always, for that.
Always a happy ending at GCF, one way or another. To that end, so I want to talk a little bit about the Peacock Network. I talked with someone today at the Subway. Not the Subway, but the Subway where you buy a sandwich, because we don't have Subways really here in SoCal, for those of you watching back east, or in the Philippines. Hi, Ray. What was they're having problems again. Watching now, how is it that these problems did not exist with the original network, the WWE network, yet NBC, who is at the forefront of all things broadcast, whichever you call it, television, can't seem to get that right? Anybody have any?
Quite frankly, it's because they don't care. WWE, when they had their own network, had to step up, had to have people monitoring. When they sold to Peacock, Peacock's got bigger problems than wrestling. I think that took a backseat to everything. The same way that when it went to Peacock, all the footage sat. The W Network had all this footage. They go to Peacock and they're like, oh yeah, wait a couple months. We don't have all the footage for you right now. I still don't know if they have all of their network that was on the actual network.
Okay, so now, does anyone know how much it would cost to subscribe to Peacock?
$9.99.
$9.99, yeah.
$9.99?
Yes.
Okay. And the network was about the same, right?
It was, yeah.
Now with Peacock, you also get all that other crap that NBC's
From
been putting
NBC,
out for,
yeah.
with the exception of Law and Order, because that's a great show. But all the other crap they were putting out, and Friends.
And Small Fortune. Small Fortune.
No.
It's a great game show.
No. Oh, okay. I was thinking Small Wonder, the robot girl. But and ER, the first few seasons were pretty good, right? But other than that, there isn't. You don't pay for stuff that you used to get for free. Think about it. That just enables. Anyway, so now with WWE on the Peacock network, is it safe to say it's more difficult to find? It's more. They've made it more difficult to be a WWE fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, WWE's doing a great job of making it difficult to be a fan of theirs in multiple ways.
Yeah.
If you watch the NXT 2.0, it's very difficult to be a WWE fan.
With the Steiner that's obviously a Steiner, but you can't call him a Steiner.
Braun Breaker.
Who is that? Who's watching us on Facebook?
That's Dodge City Apparel.
Oh, hello, Dodge City Apparel.
Dodge City
I'm still
Apparel.
waiting for that sponsorship
Wait,
check.
for
So
the beautiful shirt, the beautiful Shadow Society
Great
shirts.
Maximum Carnage shirts that were given out during our show. Again, you should have gone there in person.
And I'm still waiting on my Fight to Be Free T-shirt that you can get for $20 US. Make sure you buy that. Do we have a copy of that here?
Yeah.
No, you know why? Because I don't have any.
No.
Maybe they sold.
Maybe, and I still haven't seen any return on it. So, I'm going to call my lawyer. I mean, if they're not busy with the dirt sheet case, we'll get into that a little bit later. DodgeCityApparel.com, right? They can do all your T-shirt needs. So, T-shirts, sweatshirts, pullovers, pull-ups, as in the case of Bill Chew, pull-ups. What is everybody laughing at? What am I missing?
We're just
Jack Bruce
some
Davidson.
nice
What does it say?
comments in here.
No,
Let's hear
no.
It
Jack
says,
Bruce Davidson looks like the son from a Goofy movie.
The son from a Goofy
That's
movie.
Max. Is that Max Goof? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me just take a moment to congratulate you and comment on how nice and much more respectable you look with the new shave job on your face, JBD.
Don't get used to it.
You
Don't
look
get
more.
used to it.
That's conduct more becoming of a champion, I would have to say. Our wild card champion at OCCW, Jack Bruce Davidson, pulling his hair back, shaving his face. Even took a bath. So let's just.
What?
And now you folks at home don't
Come
know just
on.
how important that is. But here in this combined space, it's a big deal. So looking good, smelling better, Jack Bruce Davidson.
Yeah, smelling better than you, Jonathan Mellis.
Well, maybe, right? Who else is watching, Lex?
We got CJ Infante.
CJ, thank you for watching. Interesting that you're watching today and we haven't seen you watching in a while. All right.
Of course, Mr. Bill Chew is watching.
Bill Chew.
Winner of 2 GCF Max.
And by the way, I don't appreciate you referring to him as Bill Gums. All right? I don't like that at all. That's not funny at all.
Hey, he got sick of the alternative, so.
All right.
Joshua Holdman's watching.
Hey, Josh, how are you? You know what? I want to take a moment to say thank you to my good friend Joshua Holdman. He brings his son. He brings his friends. He's been a real stalwart, not just in the OCCW game, but also in GCF and some of the other shows that are going on, VWE and whatnot. I want to thank you, and I want you to know that it's fans like him, guys like Paul Stitz, guys like Brian Chansey. If I left anyone out, I apologize. That really served to become the backbone of the SoCal indie scene, especially here in Orange County, where there's not a lot of, dare I say, North American type shows. Most of the wrestling in Orange County and in LA, and maybe in San Diego, is lucha, right? Which is fine. Lucha's wonderful, but anyone in the business can tell you that it is distinctly different from the product that we put out, and almost to the point where you would say comparing punk to hip hop, right?
Absolutely.
Both are music,
Absolutely.
both are popular,
There's
but they're very different.
vibes to have, yep.
Exactly. So I want to thank you guys, and Bill Chew. Bill Chew is also one of the stalwart wrestling fans here
Payback is coming.
in a scene. In a wrestling scene that is getting stronger every month. And how do I know this? How do I say this? It's very simple. All right. In the last year, when everything had fallen apart, right, with the lockdown, the pandemic, and whatnot, suddenly there were people coming into the scene that had never really put shows together, didn't have a place to put together, were getting gouged on prices, ring rental, arena rental, all these things. It just kind of put it out of the way. And are they going to take over the world with the wrestling? Are they going to take over the wrestling world? Nah, probably not. But everyone has a right to try to push their dream across. And so I see, they're doing the shows in the Mini Mall in Santa Ana.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Great to see. Down in San Diego, there's regular shows running every week.
Right.
You guys are a part of that. Even though it's Southern California, it's not, but it's Barstow. They're running the shows. All these shows that, were much maligned when they started, they're still here. All these other shows that, well, quite frankly, got the backside of their nutsack licked by various people, they're gone. Figure that out, all right? So, hail and hi-ho to all of you who keep on keeping on, keeping the scene growing, making it stronger than it's ever been. A lot of people don't want to admit that. And, there are people who are doing well that I'm glad to see do well, even though I don't like them personally. Keep it up. My hat's off to you. No, I like you very much. You make me a lot of money. I mean, you represent well. All right?
Not to interrupt, but we do have someone named Eric Lucas
Cameraman.
who actually has weighed in on the network question that was earlier. And he says that the WWE Network used the Major League Baseball's streaming tech, which is flawless. Peacock uses inferior tech.
Now, how is it? How is it that NBC, the National Broadcasting Company, right, who's been in business for over almost 100 years now, is it?
Almost, yeah.
All right.
Ever since Bill Chu's days at college.
I would not want to be you when that comes, man. That beating.
Man.
The views and opinions of Jack Bruce Davidson, actually in this case, do represent the views and opinions of OCCW. No. Anyway,
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
We give Bill Chu a hard time because we know he can take it, all right?
Yeah.
Tough ex-Marine, former Marine, right? And, this is nothing compared to what I'm sure he got in the barracks, when he would drop that powder.
Yes, back in the War of 1812. All right.
What was I saying?
Peacock.
Okay,
MLB.
yeah, okay, so NBC is the Peacock network.
Right.
Now, they should be at the forefront. I mean, frankly, they should have 3D TV already coming at you. So, what? Hey, Peacock network, I know you're not watching. Hey, pick up our show for maybe some late night with David Letterman type stuff. We can do that. Check it.
It's on CBS.
Peacock is not CBS. Peacock isn't.
Letterman was on CBS.
Well, he's not on anything now. Okay, Jay
Letterman
Leno.
did start on NBC, though.
Who hosts late night? The Tonight Show.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon hosts.
The Tonight Show.
Fallon.
Okay. Jimmy
Trevor
Fallon's
Noah.
actually pretty funny.
Sometimes.
He likes Bruce Springsteen, so he can't be half bad.
Born in the USA.
He's got to do better than he did on SNL, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, he was terrible on SNL. Yeah, I was like, Anyway, all right, all right, okay. Back to the matters at hand. We're going off the rails because we had last week off, right? We're all feeling a little bit happy to see each other.
Needed a bye week after what you let those punks do to me.
You won, all right? So,
Yeah,
there's other spoilers we're letting out there, but you pay to see it. I'm just saying.
Pay to see it.
JBD did a great job,
yes.
against inferior opponents, and I said it.
I was all they needed.
Yeah, that's all you needed. Quick announcement. Saturday, November 13th, at the Palace of Malice, right here in beautiful Uptown Stanton. Orange County Championship Wrestling presents our annual purging. The annual purging OCCW. Feuds are settled. Friendships are ruined. Blood is spilled. Riots are quelled. That's right. The annual OCCW purging. November 13th, here at the Palace of Malice, OCCW's Central. We'll have more details as the days go on. But those of you who have attended the purge or heard about the purge, you will not be discouraged or disappointed. Typically, what happens is it's hard to explain. If you haven't been there, come see it. It is the wrestling event of the SoCal scene. Don't you dare miss it.
I always try and attend. Sometimes I even get involved, like last year's. So
Yeah, tell us a little bit about last year.
last year, to bring
I
it
kicked
all,
Trickster's
to
ass.
bring
Oh,
it
you're
all up
talking to him.
again, Billy Bonds was starting some stuff this time last year, and I don't think he's been seen since. So that should tell you who won their match. So I picked a guy to go against his guy, and they took him away.
Yeah.
So money talks.
The Halloween, we have purgers that circle the ring, and they serve as sort of a more extended version of the lumberjack. The vanquished are carried away and dealt with on our own.
And if you say you can't be there, that's perjury.
All right, where's that kendo stick?
I get it. Perjury. Get it? All right.
I gotta make a call.
All right. Who else is watching? Marlon Luther is watching. Hey, Marlon, how you doing? Give me an update on that issue we talked about earlier in the week. Yeah, that's a pretty sad thing. Paul Stitz.
Yeah.
Paul Stitz, my good friend. Where have you been? We haven't seen you around. I expect to see you at the purging here at the Palace of Malice. Anna Eustace is watching. My good friend, longtime friend, like family to me. Thank you for watching, Anna. You're the best.
What the?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not.
I need makeup. Well, you need a box floating down the river, Bill Chew.
Why you talk that way about Bill Chew? He's never said anything bad about you to your face.
Damn straight. Wait. Oh, hey.
Hey, yes! Oh, yes! Oh man, I've been running and running
Hey,
Oh,
have a seat,
Jack,
have a
bro.
seat, have a
Oh,
seat.
Maxie, my boy. I know you've got your own life. I just wanted to be a part of it, son.
Okay. All right, here.
My beautiful, cleanly shaven Jack Bruce. God, you're looking scrum-diddly-umptious. I am famished, let me just say. I have been on a radical, drastic weight cut because this Saturday we have a cruiserweight event at the OB Wrestle House in San Diego. I have to, this cruel and unusual punishment that I've been put through, this exclusionary tactics to try to get me out of fist combat will not be met. I will meet the 205-pound weight limit. They say 205 live. You're discriminating against the undead community, against people like myself, and I will not tolerate this, but I shall overcome, and I will make weight, and we don't know who we're wrestling yet, but I am so hungry, so your neck veins looking very bulgy, boy. It's been God damn it.
How many times have I had to tell you? Hit a few laps.
Oh, that's going to be this Saturday, October 2nd at the OB Wrestle House in San Diego.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on there. You recently wrestled. Well, is that where
We've been
you
going there pretty much every Saturday.
Yeah.
We are making the towns. Yeah, I am the show everywhere I go from here to San Diego, my friend. There's every Saturday night fist combat comes to you from the OB Wrestle House at 43681 Newport Avenue, just 2 stone throws away from the beautiful ocean of San Diego.
Is that Ocean Beach? Is that the one in Ocean Beach?
Newport Avenue in the OB Wrestle House on Newport Avenue
Gotcha.
in the city of San Diego.
Gotcha.
And
All
the whiskey
right.
sour and 2 sips away from regrets.
And last Saturday, Christopher Disney promotion, the One Ring Circus.
That's
And
what
I
it is.
became, well, you got to wear the hat, so I should say that
No.
you got to be briefly the ring master at the One Ring Circus.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
You were the master for a brief moment before it was taken away from you by certain individuals like T-Rex and, Jacob the Riot Jarrell Diaz. Took away the hat from you to make himself the ringmaster. But we are going in for the finals of a great tournament to crown the true master of the One Ring. And I will be the ringmaster of that One Ring Circus in the city of Santee, a mere 30 minutes away from the beach of San Diego.
There you have it. All right. Once again, what are the dates on that? Dates and times?
October 23 at the Pacific Island Brewing Company in beautiful Santee, you can see me. And I will add yet another championship to my championship trophy case. See the Shadow Society everywhere we go. We can be champions in San Diego all the way to Barstow. I got my man here going to Destination 6. When's the next day that you're there, by the by?
Destination 6, that's going to be December 23rd at Destination 6.
October 23. Don't live in the past, young man. The way is forward. The way is
September
forward.
23rd was last week.
October 23.
And we're not going to talk about who I'm teaming with, but
So we're gonna have a busy day on that day. I'm in San Diego. You're in Barstow. We are all over this Southern California scene, my friend.
we are casting a shadow across Southern California.
And October 8th, we are going to Devotion Championship Wrestling out in Utah, in Salt Lake City. Where I hear you can have more than one wife if you want, or apparently something like that. I mean, I don't know all the laws and religious matters.
The views and opinions of Azrael and the Shadow Society are the views and opinions of they and they only. They do not represent the views and opinions of Orange County Championship Wrestling, the Royal Ramble, the Free Admission Channel, or anyone else with any class. Continue, please.
Yeah, you're probably right, man. More than one wife, probably a hassle. You know what I mean? All the laundry and the sandwiches will get made, but all that ruckus in the house, all that loud noises and whatnot.
I agree with you there. I mean, why would anybody want like 2 wives, 3 wives? That's like having 2 jobs or 3 jobs. You know, with
sounds like a lot of work to me, man. You know, ask Ric Flair about having them multiple wives and having to work into your 80s or whatnot. But you know what? Azrael's invested well. He's got the money. He can afford that kind of thing. So, anyways, we're gonna be there 7th, 8th, and 9th. QT Marshall running the seminar at Devotion Championship Wrestling for the AEW hopefuls. So you might not even see me again after October 10th. Azrael is all elite, almost confirmed, baby.
Hey, let me ask you this: where'd you get those sunglasses? Those are really nice.
You know what? Azrael orders his things online because I don't go to the stores and breathe the air with all these other people. I get them delivered to my house by the Amazon drones.
The drones bring it to your house. That's.
Spend a little extra, man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Treat yourself. No more do I order from Wish.com with all the corona flus and whatnot coming up from over there. So I'm only made in America, USA, all the way.
Part of the Blade Trinity collection of sunglasses.
Yeah,
I am the head of the parade. I am the edge of the blade, my friend. You should know. You know how it is. It's very bright in here, too. Like I said, as a member of the undead community, it is very hurtful to me that people judge about the color of my skin being very pale, or you know, me being over 205 pounds. It is wrong to judge people on their the color of their skin and their shape and size and whatnot.
You know who you are. You know who you are.
Except for Baptiste. I don't like that Baptiste boy for no reason.
Don't say.
By the way, so we were on a fight to be free, and guess who got to be free? Who was freed from that endeavor? JBD, all I need. He won the match, and I escaped well-handed. I got out, unlike your friend R. Kelly, who is going to get that toot-toot, and he's going to give that beep-beep. But you see, Azrael is a free man. He's breathing the free air in the free world, and Baptiste couldn't hold me down.
Beautiful day to not be R. Kelly.
So you thought that the only one that could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man, and I've been a bad boy for many years, and he tried to punish me, and the Holy Daddy tried to punish me in front of everybody, but I got out of that cage and made my way to freedom because I fought to be free.
In the words of a one Rick James, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. You tell me from you lived through the 70s. Go ahead and tell me all about it there, G. And the 80s. Big business.
Yeah. You know what? I watched a lot of Cheech and Chong and Miami Vice. I know all about it, man.
Azrael's excited. I've missed you and your
You know, I was just going to say, as
Joseph Saint, have you been putting your head in the Shino Ballo again? You catching a lot of glare off of these bright lights.
Can you
imagine? I wear sunglasses.
Can you imagine how hard it would be to see anything if I went without my hat? I'm gonna take you to my haberdashery, and we're gonna get you a nice lid. You know,
I would enjoy one.
Yeah, something that.
I haven't heard that in a terrible long kind of years. Haberdashery.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a thing. Look it up. Don't Google it. Actually, look it up in the dictionary or something like that. Okay. Our first guest. It's hard to call these gentlemen guests as they were uninvited and they just kind of sort of crashed the party. Is a true up and comer, another up and comer.
What?
Here in the SoCal wrestling scene. In fact, on his way to Utah soon.
We didn't talk about this.
Well, okay, we're talking about it now. You're going to behave yourself because not only has this individual signed a contract with GCF and has been under contract with OCCW, he is also making the rounds as you are in Southern California and the West Coast region. Please join us, all of you out there in OCCW land, with a warm welcome for the young man I call Rickster. We call Rickster.
No, he ain't coming. He ain't. I suppose.
Remember,
Settle down. We ain't here for that today. We ain't here for that. We are moments away from the promised land, and we will leave him far, far behind. He can stay here. We're going to Utah, baby. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna get that all elite money, and you know Azrael's gonna have bags and bags of money. Sweet money, baby.
Well, listen here, young and current age David Spades. I'm also going to Utah. I'll see both of you there.
you know, I can't go to Utah with you guys because
we know about the suit.
Warrants.
Okay.
Previous legal entanglements.
Hey,
We know about the gas station.
It was a long time. Unfortunately, you know, warrants have a half-life of like 20 years. So
Something about turning red rocks into brown rocks. I'm not sure what happened there.
You know, you've got a real bright future there, young man. It should be a shame if something bad were to happen to you between now and your big opportunity in front of QT Marshall. Would be just a shame if something bad were to happen to your knee, maybe, or maybe a neck region.
Hey, you better not. You better not touch my cash, young up and coming wrestler. Okay, leave him alone. We're on. There's all kind of evidence. Just let's go on with the show. Rickster, let me ask you a couple questions here. All right, are you good?
Yes, I'm fine.
All right. My first question to you was, how hard did you cry when the Raiders beat the Steelers a couple weeks ago? I'm sorry. No. That was, someone wrote that. I was just reading, teleprompter type stuff. Your match with at Fight to Be Free with Biagio Crescenzo. Tell us a little bit about what the heat was going in. Actually, he's a member of your stable there, Azrael. Tell us a little bit about that before we go to that video.
I'll tell you this right now, John. These goofs and the rest of Shadow Society have been pissing me off for the last time. You have Max Goof over here.
Okay.
And then the regular Goofy over here.
Stay within the bubble.
Getting into my business. And you know what? I wasn't going to stand for it anymore. And Biagio at Fight to Be Free, well, I'll just let the video talk for itself.
All right, we have that video right now.
Over
See,
the sound of all this championship glory.
you see
Whatever.
that, Joe? You wanted to get into this business. This is what's waiting for you. All right,
That's not Rick.
Mr. Dre coming to ringside. Now,
Hey, who's that guy that looks like an older Jack Bruce Davidson?
Hey,
that's an
you
older.
put some respect on that man.
For those of you who don't know, that's Jack Bruce Davidson's dad.
Oh, how disappointed he must be.
What? Oh, come on.
The guy wearing the Jake the Milkman Milliman shirt.
Hey, at least he has more shame, less shame,
More shame, less
He
shame.
has less gray hair than you do.
Oh, all right.
Hey, it could be
So,
worse. He could be wearing a Rickster shirt.
all right. So we have Big Daddy Dodge coming to the ring.
Humpty Frumpty.
And Biagio.
Security! You can't just be
Security.
touching on Biagio like, boy, sit down. Who is you?
He wanted to see if that's hair dye or ketchup in his head.
What?
Oh my goodness. You'll notice that the cage around the ring, right? Now, the rules of this match, was it a lights out? Was this the lights out match?
This is
Yes, it
last
was.
man standing.
Okay, this is the last match. Lights out. Last
I mean,
match.
all those lights look to be on to me. I don't know what you're going on and on about the lights for.
the rules of
That
a
ceiling fan is operational.
of a lights out match is the man who cannot answer the 10 count, be knocked out, dropped on his head, kicked in those nuts, right?
He said nuts.
he loses the match.
Got a little too excited for the word nuts there, JPD.
That is a good-looking jacket he had. He looked like he could lead the entire Lonely Hearts Club band with that thing on there.
Actually, looks like he was marching in the Black Parade. All
He
right.
was a young
Hey, I've got a lot of respect for Biagio. Biagio had his first betrayal attempt at me, and that is a wonderful milestone in a young man's life, the first time he betrays his teacher in front of everybody. You know what I mean? He might have got the win over me at Misfits United, so I got a lot of respect for
And now
Biagio.
excitement has entered the room.
That's right. The
Oh
crowd.
my God! It's a flying bottle of ketchup.
That is the
Buster.
Rickster. Man,
Ketchup's red.
you know what? Take it from a bald guy, and Joseph Singh may back me up on this. Nobody in this game, whether it's in the big leagues or anywhere else, has a better head of hair than the Rickster.
Hey, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Right?
He said
And-
hair, not mop.
Okay. And then there's Crescenzo. Pearl Harbor job on Rickster.
Nice.
We
See?
can't
You know
see
what?
it
I bet
because
you Rudy
Biagio's a
Rudy
smart
because
young
the
man.
genius holding the camera is on the wrong side of the ring.
Well, he didn't know that was gonna happen.
Well, he didn't know what. Look, there's the bar. Great.
The bar.
Cage
What a
right there.
dumbass. Don't hire that guy.
Diageo.
Jesus Christ.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Stop talking. I'm wrestling.
Yeah.
All right, so Rickster's down, took a beating in front of the
Attaboy.
ring. Now, how much you want to bet these guys are going to walk right past this fool and to the other side of the cage? Boom! Big right elbow from the Rickster.
All I do is throw putazos, fool.
Dropping bombs for your mom. Oh, there's the back of Big Daddy Dodge.
How wide it is.
Give him some money, Steve. Steve, pay him off. Pay him off some money.
Steve, throw money at him.
Okay, now.
I mean, with that outfit, he looks like he needs about $50.
Ah.
Spends that on scissors.
Ah, he showed you.
I will not talk about previous
Oh,
times
God.
of money being thrown at me.
What? No.
Get your hands off. That's a $5,000.
Oh.
God damn.
Down goes. Oh!
Punch him like that.
That's
You know
what you get.
Big Daddy didn't dodge.
That's what they meant when they said Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Big Daddy didn't dodge is right. Oh, and
He's not a competitor. He's not cleared to compete. I don't know why you're out here hitting
Obviously.
him.
but he served his purpose in that he distracted Rickster long enough for Biagio to get the upper hand. Once again, they haven't gotten in the ring, so the match has not started.
You got his suit
Hey, John,
dirty.
did you notice that his shirt's longer than his jacket?
Don't worry about it.
Well, typically you tuck in the shirt in the, but after you take a couple of shots to the head, your shirt has a tendency to come untucked. It's not like he's wearing a onesie again. I mean, he's not wearing a onesie.
I wish I could see what was happening.
Now, I don't exactly
Yeah,
know what's
you
going
know,
on. but
excellent
I think
camera
Biagio
work.
was wearing you out on that.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
like a reversal right there.
no, that's not what I see.
It looked like you took
No,
a face
no.
full of cage.
Oh, God.
Just like the
Oh, look, there's the bar again. Oh,
What a
there's-
beautiful facility at
yes,
Agent
what a
Post.
flag
Old
there.
glory. Old glory.
Here I am criticizing my own product.
Yes.
You've heard me.
Later on this match, we'll bring you Stella Artois. Served at American
God, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now.
7:15.
If I see that fool at my show with a camera again, I'm gonna throw his ass out.
Me
Yeah.
giving Biagio a dose of iron, he needs it for his blood.
You can't do that to the human smoke machine.
Human smoke machine
I'm gonna
is.
tell you this right now. After that cage door, he's feeling a little cloudy right now.
Ah, shit.
So you're all about opening doors for young talent, ain't you there, Rickster?
There you go. Opening doors for young talent.
See, I hate that kind. Oh, that's what you get. That's what you deserve.
Oh,
If it
you got
wasn't
double
so well endowed,
whammy.
It wouldn't have hurt as much.
I can't hear you over the sound of that outfit.
I dress loud.
There you go.
Look at him pinning like a dummy. It was
See,
lights out match at the
I'm a little
beginning.
confused as to the rules myself.
Once again,
That's
there
what
are no
happens when you don't pay attention.
pins or submissions. Only a 10 count.
It's hard to pay attention with those bright ass yellow.
Happens to the best of them.
Ref.
Ric Flair once pinned a man in WCW.
How are you talking
last
with no
man
upper
standing.
lip, JPD?
What?
Well, Ric Flair does a lot of crazy things that you probably shouldn't,
Yeah.
especially in today's confusing society.
Once again, Mark Ortiz, your referee.
Ah.
Biagio eats a turnbuckle
Oh!
No.
and a size 12.
He doesn't need braces anymore.
Not in his face. That's how he makes his money.
And a snowplow for the ages.
It's California. What do you need a snowplow for?
Especially when you're
Because
so.
it's snowing money whenever.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, I have to agree with that. A leg drop off the second rope. Fantastic move. Rickster on fire, heating up in that cage. Mark Ortiz making the count. I lost track of where he is right now. Can they hear the
Siete.
count, Robert? Okay, so let me know where he's at. No,
If I remember correctly, it was almost 10.
That's not going to be enough to keep down Biagio. This isn't Biagio's first ever picnic.
that's right. As young as he is, he's been in the game for for as long as I can
Yeah,
remember.
Pigness. He just. Never mind.
Oh! Jaw hits on the top turnbuckle. Biagio, I don't know what's holding him up. The top rope. Now, did you get him with a double forearm, or was that a headbutt?
It was just one arm. That's all it takes to put him down.
Well, I mean, his head bounced off of the cage before he came back at you, if you notice.
Yeah, I did.
Oh! Man, that explains the footprint on your jawline right there.
That was his cap, dummy. Know your anatomy.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at the future of Southern California wrestling, if not wrestling in general. Both of these competitors are both under the age of 25.
You're right.
Exactly.
Biagio's also in the ring.
And Biagio was an 8-year pro, by the way.
I remember when he was 17 years old, he was on Ring Crew for one of my earlier shows. He was shocked when I handed him money. He said, "What is this?" I go, "It's your pay." He goes, "Oh, I've never been paid before."
Lighting up Biagio, like he lights something else up.
Oh, man!
Hardcore beatdown coming out of the Rickster's fists.
You ever heard that song by LL Cool J? Mama said, "Knock you out."
Actually, I have heard that song now that you mention it.
And I'm sure you just do everything
Oh!
Mama tells you,
Dude,
don't
what
you,
do you-
boy?
what-
Punch him in the back of the head.
What do you call that?
I call it one of my best moves.
All right, very good. Well, that's what we're gonna call it now. One of the best moves.
The drill claw, perhaps?
I don't want to get sued by another wrestler.
Oh, fair enough.
The mustard driver.
Okay, it's now the mustard
The
driver, since you
mustard
can't think
driver.
of nothing there.
We'll call it the mustard cutter.
The Grey Poupon.
The Heinz hammer.
Great poupon.
Ooh,
Oh.
a lot of weight crashing down on Biagio's sternum.
Except there are a bunch of dipshits sitting in front of the action there.
And one of them's wearing a backwards hat.
Yes.
And a forwards hat.
It's a good hat.
Mark Ortiz making the count. Biagio's
Nope, that ain't good
not
enough.
going to make it up if he doesn't hustle. All right, he's up. It's a good thing there's something to hold on to. He's trying to get out of the cage. That's not going to win you the match, Biagio.
It will get him
Look,
away from
he's
this
trying
idiot,
to
though.
leave. You get stuck in a cage with Rickster, all you want to do is get out.
I mean, he was doing good when they were outside the cage. Let's get back to that.
Yeah,
Got some tightrope action going on.
it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Oh, man, this is dangerous.
Oh, boy.
This could go bad. This is going to go bad for somebody.
Oh, man. This could be the turning point.
Every time I smacked his chest, it jiggled a little bit.
You know,
Well, he probably gets rug burn when he gives you a chop.
Ah.
oh,
Yeah, because a real man has hair on his chest.
I'm not interested in men. So now, that chop there.
Oh!
Okay, you had your head driven into that cage. I've been
Oh,
hit.
hey, look!
What?
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
no,
Good
what
job.
There you
More
go.
important
What
to
happened?
pan to the crowd.
Oh, Biagio obviously drove your ass.
No, it wasn't. It was me.
Biagio,
Rickster, you
very
wanna-
nicely,
I just ran right into the
Biagio
edge of the
did.
cage and I pulled
I
his
don't
ass
know.
down.
This
the
way a little
champions
bit.
seem to think that.
Rickster, move this way a little bit so we can see.
We got a double count going now.
There you go.
You can see picture of the Rickster.
Double count up to 5.
Rickster squared.
Get up!
Yeah, yell at you. Tell yourself what to do.
Hey,
Go.
hey, 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 hey.
Hey, knock that
It's
off.
working.
Wait, get him up. Get him up. Atta boy.
All right, Big Daddy
You got
Dodge
this.
on the outside.
Oh,
Oh!
Damn.
What do you call that?
Call that the Ichiachu blade.
All right.
I will say you are putting it to Biagio.
Yeah,
You've
you know
been
what?
giving him the business for quite a while here.
In all respects,
It's what it is, Bumps.
Biagio, the veteran in this issue. Oh, another big leg drop from the second rope.
This is the third time that I kept Biagio down for the 10 count.
Get up, Biagio.
Get up.
Get up, young man.
Get up.
Buddy. You can do it. Hold on. There it
Hey,
is.
where were you guys?
Get up, buddy.
How
Get up.
Stay down.
How come you weren't at ringside?
You know what? I like people to fend for
I had a
themselves.
wild card championship match to get ready for.
Wow.
And to be honest, I was half unconscious. I had quite the match with Baptiste mere moments prior to this.
I remember that was a hell of a match.
Things are about to get a little high risk.
Yeah, things are always very high with Biagio. Right?
I don't know what that
He
means.
low blowed me right there.
That was
cannot-
the
You're in a
inside-
cage.
the
Oh,
inside
well.
of the thigh.
No,
Oh,
no,
well,
he didn't
well, that's-
low
That
blowed
was
you.
meat of the thigh.
So
He's
what
not-
if he did?
He low blew you.
There ain't no rules in this thing, right?
Yeah.
Ain't it something? Did you say you could kick him
Hey,
right,
hey.
right in the ball
Count.
sack if you want?
Grammar counts,
Give him
man.
the tombstone. Give him the tombstone.
Oh my goodness,
There we
seriously?
go. Kill him dead.
Ah,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh man.
Ah.
Ah.
That had disaster written all over it.
Man, look at you, Scooter.
Would be a terrible shame if something bad were to happen to you
Yeah.
before your big opportunity coming up there, young man.
You know, you guys should all well know that I do have a rapid healing factor, so this didn't keep me down quite as long as he needed it to.
I mean, you don't need to live to see 30. It's all downhill from there, as I'm sure they'll tell you.
Yeah, you know.
Your pops Chaz will tell you that too.
Oh, leave my dad out of this.
I kicked his ass.
Oh, and he clips the knee. See, Biagio's a smart competitor.
There you go, going. Oh, okay. I was going to say, you going to try to pit him again, Biagio?
No. Beat the stupid right off of his face.
What? I'll have you know that my mom tells me I'm handsome every day.
Yeah, she tells me that too, but we're not going to get into that.
She tells you that I'm handsome?
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think I meant?
There you go. And break his spine. That a boy.
Spine blunter. A spine buster.
Oh, he's going to launch him into the cage?
Yeah.
Right into the crossbar,
was
too.
heavy.
He didn't just hit the chain link. He hit that crossbeam or crossbar. And, yeah, that's going to do some serious damage.
That
I hit
explains,
that
why
cross-
why there's a canal in your forehead.
I hit the crossbar like a bad kick from a horrible soccer player.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Come on, count. Now, is it fair? Does Rickster know what comes after 9?
Well,
Did you
if
explain
you,
the
if
counting
you, if
system?
you see here,
Does he know what he's got to get up to?
I just assumed he did.
Do it.
I don't even know how this chair got into the
Strike him
cage.
down. And you
When you're out of fingers, you got to get up, young man.
Well,
Ooh. Nice.
See, that's how you know it's hard to keep me down, when you need to start using weapons.
you know, that chair is not a rental. I don't know how it made it from the dojo to the arena.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I think less money Pitbull slid it in.
Yeah.
Put some respect on Big Daddy Dodge's name.
Is that what you call him?
You call him daddy? You call another man daddy? That isn't your dad? All right.
Yeah, Biagio is wearing you out with that stuff. You might want to stay down. You got a bright future ahead of you. It might be just fine if you just give up right now.
You know,
Live
earlier-
to fight another day.
Earlier, I kicked Biagio in the mouth so hard that the whole time he's trash talking, he's just spitting all over my face.
Not very sanitary in this day and age. A newfound lisp. I like that. That's a good way of putting it. A newfound lisp.
One more to put him out. No!
Oh, no.
Damn it!
Big
Two
drop kick.
boots to the forehead.
You know, I just want to say that drop kick is a lost art. I mean, people do it, but it's not as effective as it used to be. And I want to give you credit, Rickster. That's an excellent move for you.
No.
Owning
That's
his
fine.
dream.
No, damn it.
No.
Oh! God damn it!
Now,
ECW.
I don't know how.
XBA.
It doesn't end here.
How cowardly.
Oh, what a coward you
What a
are! Taking the
coward.
couch,
It's
using
called
weapons.
Karma.
There's an old.
And karma comes in many forms. And in this form, it was a brown steel chair.
That's just racist.
There's an old saying.
Yeah, what's the color of the chair matter to you all of a
the
sudden?
views. Hold on.
I'm talking about the
The
specific
views and
chair.
opinions of Rickster Mora are the views and opinions of Rickster Mora.
I think we're just talking about a brown chair, guys.
Oh man, his hair. Oh, you right by the ceiling.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Frog splash, or more of a toad splash.
It's the Wolverine splash.
Sorry, a Wolverine splash.
The tortoise splash.
Tortoise?
The salamander
Yeah,
splash.
because you know
That has
they
nothing
big.
to
They
do with
don't
the
jump that
animal
good.
stuff.
Not
Okay.
the Weapon X or the Adamantium.
It looks like
Come on. Get up.
he's in the middle of the ring. Ortiz has almost reached the 10
Nope.
count.
Nope.
And
Oh, damn.
Fast count.
That's fast.
Slow down.
That's
Where are we
super
at?
fast.
I told you I was going to take out the Shadow Society one by one.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Now there's a lost art. That's just a great chair shot.
I agree. He plastered his.
I'm not going to let him count.
Hit a man while he's down, don't you?
I'm picking him up. Just to put
Thank
him
you
back
for getting
down.
in the way, Mark.
Oh! Tornado claw right on the chair.
Okay, now,
Now,
I'm gonna
now
say
that's 1,
if he gets up from that
2. I know now. 3, 4,
Cinco,
6, 7.
Nueve.
And no.
No.
He's up.
That's
Oh,
10.
my God. Oh.
Now, you can't see me popping like
He
a
had
12-year-old
every
over there.
intention of answering that bell.
There you have
But
it.
he didn't.
There you have it. The Rickster eliminates one member of the Shadow Society from our ranks. Sorry, guys. One down. How many to go? 50? All right.
Yeah, whatever other cousins I have.
So there you have it. Rickster gets the Duke. Let's go back. I just wanted to remind you. What did you think of that match?
It was great. I mean, it was great back and forth, and they both did a lot to each other, and I think it had changed both their careers.
One of the best overall matches I've seen as of late, but I absolutely love that chair shot. No one hits a chair shot like that anymore, and you know me, I love my ultraviolence. That was great.
You heard it here first. Rickster has the best chair shot in the world.
Hey, Rickster, where can we see you again? Before we let you go, where can we see you again? And then where are your next shows, and where are you making your next appearances?
Well, this Saturday I'll be in San Diego, Fist Combat, Death from Above. You're going to see me in a 5-way match. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It's called Death for a reason, because I might kill somebody.
Hold on a second.
That sounds like a confession.
All right, where else?
Figuratively.
Where else?
Well, you'll see me at OCCW November 13th, right here, in the Palace of Malice.
The annual Halloween. The annual purging, right?
Where I also might kill somebody.
Okay,
It's allowed there.
You
The
might
purging
be able to get away with that. Robert, Saturday, November 13th, here at the Palace of Malice, Orange County Championship Wrestling presents the annual Purging.
That's going to look great on a t-shirt.
That's going to look great on a t-shirt, and it better be ready way before the show. Like, way before the show. Saturday, November 13th, 2021, Palace of Malice. Tickets are $25. General admission, $35 ringside. Don't you dare miss it.
It'll be
All right.
live from the Shadow Society Palace.
I want to thank you, Rickster, and wish you luck this weekend at Fist Combat, right?
Thank you. I'm going to take a step to the side. Sort of smell like old Coors Light over here.
I will have you know that we drink only the finest IPAs there, young man.
Yes,
the fine IPAs
You
you
guys
can
can't
get.
even spell IPA.
The fine
All
IPAs
right.
you can get from
A
the
good
Pacific.
Pilsner.
The finest IPAs that you can get from the Pacific Islander Brewing Company in the beautiful city of Santee, where you can come see me on October 23rd. And on November 13th, if the Ricks are still alive, you will get purged on November 13th. Because this year I don't have the element of surprise. You know who's on my team. You know the Shadow Society. I'm not sneaking up on nobody. We're lining up the good versus the bad. You've got Gusten Thunder Uberstood on one team, and I'm going to be rid of him, and we're going to be rid of the Rickster, and I'm lining up all of my guys, Biagio, and Domino, and JBD, all I need, and I will get anyone else involved that I need to get involved to put out the champions of light of OCCW. They will be purged, and there will be nothing left but shadow after November 13th.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's the
Right.
The purging is right up Azrael's alley. And let me tell you something from past experience. Azrael has dominated at the annual purging. Right? We used to have it on Halloween. As you know, as everything has gone sour. Even the Olympics had to move dates. So remember, typically it's the annual Halloween purging. With things shoved around over the past year, we're forced to move it to November, thus not calling it the Halloween purging. And I'm certainly not going to call it the Thanksgiving purging because if you hear, so anyway.
Turkey purging.
Yeah.
I don't care what day. I don't care what holiday is. I don't care if it's a St. Valentine's Day massacre. I don't care if these goofs are under a Christmas tree ready for me to give them a beating. I don't care if it's a Yarmulke Hanukkah season. By the time I'm going to put a beating, there's going to be 9
of violence.
8, 9, however many days it is, I don't know. I'm not one of those kind of people. But I'm going to come there on November
Season's
13th,
beating.
No,
and
I
I'm
got
going
one.
to beat all of you people.
If-
It's going to be a November to remember.
We could do it like a Jewish American bash. We could call it a feast of fights. Instead of a feast of lights, the American bash was 14
Festival of Fights.
Festival of Fights. Yeah, that's a great idea. All right, we're gonna get on. Are you Jewish?
I'm not.
What about Hana
We
Combat?
have any
lawyer's
Jewish
on.
fans out there? Hit me up so we can like
What about Kwanzaa?
That don't really count.
Kwanzaa.
Is that really a thing?
Kwanzaa. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna do one for Kwanzaa as soon as we have more than 2 African American people in our audience. Come in here. I'm gonna ask you this question directly.
Wait. Hold on.
Well, hold on a minute.
Okay, stay over there then. All right.
Who we got here?
Who is this?
know exactly who the fuck it is.
Well, hold on.
It's
Okay,
the ghost of Kimbo
First of all,
Slice.
he's not employed anymore.
Hold on.
You had a payout. You had a great payout.
Hold on.
Who thought they could just buy me out of my own company, but you did it behind my back.
Nah, I'll get into this in a minute. I'm just saying, there was a 3-year deal. You got bought out.
A 3-year deal? I started the fucking company.
Whoa,
right,
watch
don't
your
use
language,
it.
sir.
It's okay.
Hold.
Okay, look. Can we take a look at what went down between these two gentlemen?
Sure.
All right.
Hey,
for those of you not,
What?
For those of you not in the know, did you just
Get
say
him,
who are
Jimmy.
you?
Get him.
Don't you remember when The Rock said that to Booker T? How that really? Anyway, so if you guys are wondering what was going on, Robert's gonna roll the tape.
3 years strong. We started a Boys and Girls Club. Some cheap little Boys and Girls Club 3 years ago, and we made it here. We've made it here. 3 years ago, one man had a vision. That's R.J. Wallace. This was his brainchild. Everything that you saw was based on this man's vision, and I just want to give it up for R.J. Wallace. Thank you, R.J. I just really, really want you to get everything you deserve. 3 years strong. And I just want to tell you that your services are no longer needed.
Oh no!
Of my heart, RJ, I'd just like to say, I wish you the best in all your future endeavors.
All right, well,
Always read the fine print.
Apparently,
He comes in handy.
R.J. Wallace has a legitimate beef. I mean, it's one thing if you want to settle your hands with your own fist, but when you get someone else to do it,
RJ, always read the fine print. 3 years ago, you took money from a group of investors that I work for. The investors, they're always watching. You had an opt-out clause at the end of 3 years. Actually, it was a buyout clause by us. If we deemed you unworthy, we got to buy you out. You got your money, go away. Take your money and put it in a radio station somewhere. We got you.
We became partners so you can just take me out.
To be fair, you didn't hire me. The investors hired me. Now they've deemed me.
I don't care about the investors right now. I'm talking about me and you. We built a relationship here in GCF. We were in this whole thing together, right? Commissioner and the owner. We were working as a tag team, were we not?
We were, but actually my title actually got upgraded. I'm now the president of the Gold Coast Federation. And as president, I don't really need a second in command. So take your money and go invest it in a radio station. You're going to do great. Go manage a band, manage an act. You're going to make some money, kid. I believe in you. Just leave GCF alone.
I'll talk to you about some advertising time on
Hey,
that.
man.
I'm not leaving GCF alone. I started GCF. I'm not leaving without a fight. You can't take me out of something I created and brought you into.
Just remember that this stuff is all.
Read the
I'm
fine
not touching
print,
your stuff,
man.
Joe.
Read the fine print, RJ. We can talk, but you're going to have to go through my lawyers that the
The
investors
fine
provided.
print is going to be my foot in your ass next time I see you without B.A. Marcus Frey. And B.A. Marcus Frey, you turncoat, coon ass.
Whoa! Get this man off the
Okay.
TV. Get this. Come on, get Rickster back in there. Drag him off. Come on.
Let him finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, let him finish.
I brought you in
Hold on.
to this company and you turn your back on me. You let people like him turn your back on someone who actually had your back. I got something for you the next time I see you as well.
All right. That was R.J. Wallace. That was very uncomfortable.
Wow.
You know what?
After
I
all
saw
I've-
that video. You did kind of do him dirty. I mean,
I'm just saying, he took money from the people that I worked for. They deemed me the better owner, therefore I am now the president. Actually, Lex, I'm going to let you be the first person to announce me as this, because I haven't said it. Can you go ahead and introduce me again as the president of the Gold Coast Federation?
Make your money, Lex.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Gold Coast Federation, Mr. Joseph Saint.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you.
President
Thank you.
Day.
It's about
Hail to the
Thank
chief.
you.
Hail to the chief.
All I'm saying is 3 years in, it's about time I got my.
I would like to know what the buyout amount was.
Oh,
You know,
God.
there's a non-disclosure agreement.
I haven't
We
seen
settled
it.
this outside. He's gonna invest it in some great property, station, music.
Hey,
He's
just
gonna do great.
Do yourself a favor if you're still watching. Don't invest it in a dispensary. I see people all the time losing their ass in probably what is the biggest fool's gold, iron pyrite, Jack and the Magic Beans thing since Bitcoin or before Bitcoin. Whatever it is, just don't.
All
Make
I
a
know,
smart investment.
I haven't seen a presidential changeover so joyous since they got rid of Obama. Let me just say that I am super proud
Thank
of you,
you.
and I wish you all the best of success in all the future endeavors.
While
of
while
DCF.
I'm on the topic too, what RJ had to say, I'm not gonna say he's wrong, but what I'm gonna say is this: BA's story is his to tell, not mine. This isn't a chance of, oh, that man turned and joined with the evil owner. No, he's his own man, and he was asked to sit at home for the better part of a year. So guess what? He's got some grudges, and he's coming back. That's not me saying, oh, I changed his mind. BA is a pissed off individual that had to sit at home for a year and think about all the opportunities he lost out on. He'll tell his side of the story.
And then he got beat for the wild card championship by our good friend and business associate, Jack Bruce Davidson.
Yes, the wild card belt. How sweet it is. Scarlett's back home.
All right, we are up against the hour, so we've got to finish a few things here. We are, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to that portion of our show known as Topics. That's right, Topics, where I, your host, will pose a topic to this distinguished panel of experts, and they will have 1 minute on which to give their opinion on said topic. Our topics range anywhere from custom matches to Bruno Sammartino. All right? Today will be no different. Are you ready, gentlemen?
See?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to start. Who wants to go first? Let me give you the topic first. Let me give you
I'll
the
go
topic.
first. Hell
Okay.
with it. I don't even care what we're talking about. Go for it. I'm gonna talk about me anyway.
Today's topic is Dark Side of the Ring. Now, those of you who've been following wrestling, this is nothing new to you. Dark Side of the Ring. Is it good for wrestling? Is it bad for wrestling? Does it shed any light on wrestling? Is it really just really more Dark Side of the Ring? For his opinion, Azrael, go.
It's been a minute for quite a while. There it is. All right. See, I don't think any of this is any new information or any broken ground that anybody didn't know of before. Some of these stories are 20 years old, maybe even 50, 60, 100 years old.
That's right.
About the time that Abraham Lincoln did that terrible thing that he did in 1865, and they want to get into that. You know, we all make mistakes from time to time. You know what I mean? So once in a while, you know, you got to right your wrongs. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Ric Flair feels real bad about all of those things. And through the 70s and 80s, I'm sure it went just fine. But, you know, after you know what it's like as you decline over the age, and you know what used to work for you in your 20s doesn't really work for you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. So you don't always get the positive reception to the same things that you used to do. The college sophomoric prank perpetrated by the 50-year-old man is kind of weird and awkward, but we all knew that about the guy and everybody thought that was funny. But once you play it with the sinister music, now it's all terrible and everything else, which it was. You shouldn't be doing that kind of thing. You're a grown man and you should know better. But you know what I mean? There's no reason to shoot him off into space or whatever. And then everybody else, these are all the same thing. Tommy Dreamer has hero worship. Scott Hall licks people in the face. I knew all this already. Thank you very much. Newsflash, Scott Hall does drugs.
My God.
Thank you very much.
My opinion of wrestling is ruined.
I'm not sure if I got your opinion on Dark Side of the Ring or on Ric Flair and his thing. All right.
Apparently it's gigantic.
Well, it depends.
Dreamer wanted everyone to believe it, apparently.
You've seen heels? But the real question is the man circumcised? Has he been violated before even he became able to speak?
The views and opinions of Azrael are the views and opinions of Azrael himself. They do not represent the views and opinions of Orange County Championship Wrestling.
Festival of Fights?
Probably.
All right. And the Lex Icon. They do not represent the views and opinions of Orange County Championship Wrestling, the Royal Ramble, or the Free Admission Channel, anyone with any taste. All right. For his opinion on Dark Side of the Ring. And once again, I want to get your opinion on Dark Side of the Ring, not necessarily a specific episode or individual mentioned therein, but the overall impact and value thereof. Although I must admit that was very enlightening there, Azrael, your opinion. And for his opinion on Dark Side of the Ring, we have Mr. Joseph Saint.
All righty. Going? No? Waiting?
Just go.
We can't. Okay. Dark Side of the Ring started off as this nice. Well, it wasn't nice, but it was this little insider show for fans that wanted to feel like they didn't know this information. When you did a Macho Man episode, of course, we knew all that story already. When you did things about Lex Luger, you did Eddie Guerrero.
Especially.
As soon as it started, and they were doing the deaths in wrestling, which every insider already knew anyway. This season has become more about targeting what you can accuse them of, and that's where the show is starting to take a toll. It's literally just become another witch hunt. I'm not saying these guys were in the right to do what they did, but this is common ground. Most of them have been punished for it, so bringing light to it now doesn't really bring it about if they've already been fined, already been punished, already settled out of court. These things are just there to accuse and have a witch hunt in the whole Me Too movement. Should Dreamer have said what he said? No, he's an idiot. But other than that, Dark Side of the Ring, not great for business.
I mean, did you think Tommy was a smart man before
No,
this?
but
Were you like, by God,
I didn't think he would
what a
have
role model for
take
the children,
his
like
hair,
getting caned.
his double ponytail, and say this is the same.
Oh,
as what
God,
Ric
right?
Flair did."
He served up a softball quote. You know, they interviewed him for God knows how long, and he served up the quote of stupidity,
And
and
the
they
fact
ran
that
with
they
it.
ended it, and Dreamer
Right.
goes, you know what? Solid, keep it. Gonna be good.
After seeing what he did to the ECW championship, why are we surprised?
But if it was anybody under WWE contract and important to them that gave up that quote don't see the light of day. No. If they interview Randy Orton say something stupid, they squash that and they don't ever see anything.
No.
It's just very surprising to me that once you're not under the WWE bubble of protection, how this all seems to come out for
Right.
the negative.
Interesting.
Once you might appear on another wrestling program on another day and time, all of a sudden you a violent sex offender. Where before you were a funny little cartoon old man. If you ever seen the, they literally animated the same incident
Story
with them
time
doing
with
the
WWE
same
was
thing.
animated, and
Yeah.
I
It was
enjoyed
funny.
that.
It was just different point of view. Well, not a different point of view, but it was given a different point of view. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you want to comment on this, Lex?
Sure.
Okay, good. 1 minute, please, and go.
All right. So I've actually been watching. I haven't watched. I watched the plane ride one, but I've been watching it from the beginning, and I think there are some things on the show. First off, the show is very well produced, very well made.
I agree.
The show is done by obviously wrestling fans who just want that little extra bit, and there's some things that you can hear about, but you don't know all the things about, like the episode about Dino Bravo.
Right.
I mean, people know the story of the Von Erichs, but they don't know all this story about all the ins and outs. The Bruiser Brody one with Tony Atlas throwing that controversy in there. It was just I think the show is very good. I do want to see the Chris Canyon one. I haven't seen that yet, but it looks really good. And I hope they do more because I think it's a good show.
All right, fantastic.
In retrospect, Jake Roberts is a pretty well-adjusted individual.
Comparatively
Absolutely.
speaking?
I think better of him now than I did before. Because there's sometimes some of the guys' stocks rise and some of them fall, or whatever. I'm like, Jake, you did okay for yourself there.
I will just add this. I've talked about the show with Ronnie Angel, and he said that they should do an episode all about Ludwig Borga.
Tony Helm?
Yep.
A friend of mine beat the shit out of him in the UFC, but all right. So
I can't wait for that XPW episode though. I am looking forward to that with bated breath.
I have an opinion, Robert. Robert, I have an opinion.
It's your show. You talk as long as you want.
That's
there.
right.
It's your electricity bill.
I own this. What do they call it? This joint.
Compound.
Joint, right? Joint.
Hey,
Compound.
Biagio, settle down.
All right. Here's my opinion on Dark Side of the Ring. Is it informative? Yes, especially if you are only a cursory wrestling fan who watches Raw and Dynamite, and that's the extent of your wrestling fandom. However, as someone who's been watching wrestling and trying to get as smart to the business as I could be since I was 12 years old, I knew all this. I knew all this about Chris Benoit. Come on, really? Right? Chris Benoit, the Montreal Screwjob, all this shit has been done ad infinitum, ad nauseum. What I would like to see, in addition to their Dark Side of the Ring, I would like to see maybe some in-depth investigative reporting on maybe some of the better things that have happened. You know, like this. I hate to say all rosy and everything, but some success stories, some good things, maybe some interesting things, not necessarily dark side things. You know,
Then they have to call it something else, right? They have to be happy fun time with friends and motivation.
So like the rise of the rock and wrestling connection.
Something like that, or maybe the fall of WCW, right?
The rise of Hulk Hogan.
No, God, no.
The lights.
What's that? No, you just call it the other side of the ring. How about that? The other side of the ring. It's simple, and it could be a, you know, like what is it? Fear of the Walking Dead. You know, the Walking Dead.
Brian Pillman Jr.'s story is wonderful. I was like, you know what? Good for you, young man.
Yeah, all right, all right.
You know what I mean?
So that concludes.
First half of Macho Man.
Yeah, then stop.
Oh, you know what would be interesting? All right,
Right,
and Lex, you can tell me if you think so. If they could probably if they could do a whole story on the Montreal Screwjob. That was like, it was longer than an hour.
Wrestling with Shadows?
Yeah, that was 2 hours, right? They should be able to do an episode on the match with Ricky Steamboat and Randy Savage, because that is a very interesting story. Or they could do a match on, you know, Ric Flair and Ricky
Collision in
Steamboat.
Korea one was actually semi-positive.
That would be interesting,
well,
too.
they did it. I was going to say, that was
they did?
probably the only positive one they've done.
Okay, so it's not impossible.
Scorpio tried
Aside
to kill
from
Hawk.
Scorpio trying to kill Hawk.
Jerry Lawler, Andy
Wow.
Kaufman.
Scorpio, wow.
Okay, only one person should talk at a time. Sorry, what?
Jerry Lawler, Andy Kaufman. How that kind of
That would be
boosted
interesting
things.
too. You know, there are things, guys, that don't have to be just so. Oh my God, did you guys watch that last night? Yeah, man, I was depressed. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I know. I had to take some barbiturates and go to bed or whatever. I just, come on. We knew that Chris Benoit's story was, and if we caught one more, so okay, great. But really, you're painting everything with a black and gray brush. It's and people are gonna look at wrestling and going, boy, what a shithole, right? Try, gentlemen. Try something a little more, I don't want to say positive because I don't believe in that nonsense, but something that isn't something else. There's more to wrestling than bad things, all right? Sometimes it is. Dude, they could do a whole mini-series on Vince McMahon.
But it wouldn't be positive by any means.
People will sleep with the fishes.
I'm waiting for
They
the.
open a mouth about Vince McMahon.
I'm waiting for the rise of Max Moon.
All right. We have come to the portion of our show, my favorite part of the show, trivia.
Is it? You
with
got angry at me last
OCCW. All right. And since I won last time, this guy won last time. All right. He gets to go first.
We
right?
should change the rules sometime where I only have to answer
Wait.
vintage and you have to answer attitude.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun.
Hold on. Wait, we need a loan. Hey, I know just a guy. Hey.
Yeah,
All right.
spot us some money
Yes.
there, Steve.
Hey, there
Yeah,
he is.
spot me a few doubloons.
Hey.
All right, let's see if you got
Hey.
anything that you can match here. I'm nothing but big bills.
Okay, we're going to do one at a time, all right? So
How's your
whatever
head? How's
bills
your
you
head?
have in your wallet, you're going to play them, all right? They are markers. They are the dollar value does not matter at this point.
Champ, spot me.
You can give you a little bit. Hey, when's your next day, by the way?
Hey,
When's
I
your
gotta-
next GCF show?
Wait.
I got to advise you against going into loan sharkness with this
Something
guy.
happens to DI. Maybe that handful goes
I
in
mean,
your
I'm
pocket.
just.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are being joined by the resident valet of the Shadow Society, Mr. Large Big Daddy Dodge. Really? He looks more like a Subaru
Big
to
money
me, but what are you
Dodge.
going to do?
That's big money Dodge to you.
I'm sorry, Big Money Dodge.
No, let him call him Big Daddy Dodge. Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. Who's your daddy?
Yeah, who's your daddy?
All right, good
I
point.
mean, I call him Steve, but
Hey there, fatherless
Hey, I'm in
bastard.
on this.
All right,
Don't
all
worry
right.
about it. I'm a
Anyone
rich
else want to
man.
get in on this?
My Bitcoin's doing real good.
Yeah, sure it is. All right.
No, just us three?
Just, well, I think we're up against a team.
They'll help me.
And since you ran off, my other partner who answered absolutely fantastically the last time we played again,
Just two. All right.
it's me against you against those three.
Oh, okay.
All right? And really, you know,
No.
all right.
So if I won, that
If
means
intelligence
we're
was
starting
dynamite,
with
they wouldn't have enough to blow their
an
nose.
attitude question.
Okay, attitude it is. I can actually weigh in a little bit on attitude. You can take the clock off there.
We're starting with attitude.
Robert.
Let me find a good question. Sorry, I didn't know we had anything here. Let's see. All right, are we ready for attitude question?
Yeah, we're going to, Joseph Saint goes first.
Get out of here.
All right.
Your job is done.
What superstar defeated The Rock for the
Wait, I'm
WWE?
sorry. Start again. I didn't hear it.
What superstar defeated The Rock for for the WWE Championship in a 60-minute Ironman match
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Triple H.
at Judgment Day 2000?
Triple H.
It was Triple H.
Damn you, Undertaker.
Of course. When someone got beat, it was probably by Triple H.
Don't worry, I got plenty of money where that comes from.
Attitude. Keep it rolling.
Sting came back after 20 years being gone. Triple H. Fuck.
What diva won her first and only WWE Women's Championship by defeating
Sable.
Ivory? No.
Trish Stratus.
At WrestleMania X7.
Lita, Trish Stratus, Ivory.
China.
She was not a diva.
Yes, she was.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
She
not.
was considered a diva.
She was a legitimate wrestler. No.
Yes, but all the females were called divas.
No, but she was not. I beg to differ. She was not at that time. I watched.
One of the boys.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Well, let's put it this way: WWE wrote the game,
Yeah,
so
WWE also said that friggin'
They also ignored her for how many years?
yeah, that she never made porn. I'm sorry. The views and opinions of Jonathan Malice.
We all watch
Be ashamed of
we're
yourself.
going now.
Well, we're gonna
It's a
stay with him.
push, so
We're
I
gonna stay with him. It's a
guess
push.
attitude.
Yeah, that's a mood question.
All right. Who beat The Rock for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
14, only to have the decision reversed?
Ken Shamrock.
It was Ken Shamrock.
Oh, that's close.
Stone Cold face Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14.
Okay. Is that the one with Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know why WCW did not get Evander Holyfield to counter that program. And they would have
How many more questions are we doing? I'll be fair if it's going to be last one. I might not choose attitude.
until everybody runs out of. It's all right.
Attitude!
Okay. At WrestleMania X7, who won the gimmick battle royal?
Iron Sheik?
I had to be Iron Sheik.
Well, hold on.
Iron Sheik because he couldn't get
You're not playing. All right.
But I
Next
think you
one.
got it right.
Yes.
It was
definitely
Iron
Iron
Sheik.
Sheik.
Because he couldn't get thrown out.
Next one.
Next one, let's go
Jesus
modern.
Christ, man.
Modern,
You
yeah.
at home can have.
You keep your mouth shut. I'll have you carried out of here.
Yeah, you
Security!
damn unpaid intern.
Security!
You damn unpaid intern.
You can't fire them because they're unpaid. All right, let's go.
Modern
All the
wrestling.
credits are
None of
on
us
you,
will
little
know it.
asshole.
All right.
Okay, what King of the Ring winner defeated Rey Mysterio for the World Heavyweight Champion?
Booker.
It was King Booker.
All right,
Should never have picked modern wrestling.
I'll take your paltry $1 bill. See you a hundo.
Hey.
Pick your
I
era.
got something. Here, can I see that?
Pick your era.
For a second?
Attitude.
All right, I was watching WCW during that time, so that's why.
And no one off camera yell the answer.
Okay. What rap star accompanied the team of Godfather and D'Lo Brown to the ring at
Ice-T.
Ice-T?
Screw you.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
I knew that. But I
He
kept
loses
wanting.
his job and suddenly he knows the answer.
I wanted to say Ice Cube, but I knew that I was thinking Law and Order.
Ice-T is. Come on. He's like, I'm going to order a 2-pack, a shaker, and put an ice cube in it.
Colors. I can do that whole
What was
song.
the rap one from WCW? That was Master
P.
No Limit Soldiers.
Yeah. All right.
Classic?
Classic.
All right.
Damn it.
We need
All
to
right.
make sure
All right, here's the thing. On this one, you got to give me 3 answers.
And he'll know him. This is the worst part.
1993 Survivor Series, Shawn Michaels led a team of masked knights. Who
Conquistador.
portrayed the masked knights?
Okay.
Oh man.
That's not classic though.
Alvin,
That's-
Simon, Theodore.
Your ropes were different colors.
They
Godwins.
No.
It was against Bret Hart and his family.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know who the
and they were all fairly known wrestlers. Except maybe one was a little less known for WWF audiences, but 2 of them were known.
I think that's a push. Nobody knows.
Okay. The one less known was Jeff Gaylord. He was a mainstay of GWF at USWA.
Yeah.
Barry Horowitz
That's right.
and Greg the Hammer Valentine.
No, I did not know it was a Greg the Hammer. I knew it was Barry Horowitz was one of them, but I couldn't remember his name. All right, we're gonna stay with.
Okay.
When did the Bronchiosaurus go extinct?
In 1997, when Bam Bam Bigelow debuted, who was his manager?
Luna Vachon.
No, it was the Battle for Bam Bam. Was it
Was Ted
Slick?
DiBiase?
Nope.
Wait. Oh, it's Bobby Heenan.
No.
Oh, who was it?
It was Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
That's right. I remember that. The Battle for Bam Bam. Remember that?
I don't remember that at all.
Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
Yes.
Sir Oliver Humperdinck went to manage the Freebirds in WCW
Yeah,
also.
well, he came
as Big Daddy Dink,
He was always a
where Big Daddy Dodge stole his name from.
He was always a heel until he came to WWF. He looked ridiculous. All right, one more. Let's go. Classic.
All right.
I haven't answered one right
So
yet.
let's see how many pushes we can do.
Before it became a pay-per-view, the King of the Ring was still a thing. Who won the 1986
Harley Race.
King of the Ring? It was Harley Race.
Okay, one more.
He got one right. The game's
finally.
done.
We're made out of money.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Who challenged Randy Macho Man Savage for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania
Steamboat.
2?
George the Animal Steel.
George the Animal Steel is right.
All right. Oh wait, how much money? You guys
I
got
got one
money?
left if you want
All
to
right,
take
let's
me
go.
out.
One more.
Is that match in?
One more.
I've got a car payment for you over here, buddy.
Dude, I paid off my car a long time ago, man. It only cost me $1,000, but
Oh, come on.
all right.
I'm trying to find some that aren't super easy.
Well,
Okay.
none of them are easy for these guys.
All right. Who were the two members of the East-West Connection tag team?
Oh, Dick Murdoch and Adrian Adonis.
Wrong.
No,
Wrong.
you are wrong.
They were the North-South Connection.
No, they weren't.
The East-West Connection was Jesse Ventura and Adrian Adonis.
Don't you look foolish.
All right, I'll just take one of them.
Look foolish.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Royal Ramble, Orange County Championship Wrestling, and the Free Admission Channel. For Joseph Saint, for the Shadow Society, and for Lex Icon, I want to thank you for tuning into our show. We know you have many choices with which to spend your viewing time and pleasure, and I want to thank you, and I want to thank you, and I want to thank you, for taking the time to spend some of that with us. I hope you have a profitable rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I hope that all of your bumps are taken in the ring.